Hi, I'm Jojo Struys. I was extremely disturbed to hear about what has been now called the KTM dog incident. This dog was tied to a metal fence by its neck, and a long wooden pole was shoved into its throat right down its body. It was sitting in a pile of its own feces and urine, left there to die. The SPCA was called and they stepped in to try and rescue this dog, but he eventually passed away. Animal cruelty is something that we need to address seriously because it is a reflection of our society. What is one of the worst cases that you have heard?
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Timmy was a very pretty sausage dog, Dashes, and his owner was fined, actually literally fined 200 ringgit. I think he got off with 100 ringgit for leaving his chain on since he was a puppy.
In Singapore, we've had a situation where a puppy breeder was found to have neglected his dogs to the extent that they were unfed, and that some of the dogs were actually feeding on the carcass of one of their fellow mates.
Once they found, and the owner made the puppy sweat and put electricity on just for the fun. It was terrible. It was terrible.
He had like a chain collar, but because he never loosened it as the dog grew, the flesh grew around it and it was all bloody. And I couldn't believe it.
Dried blood?
No, it was fresh, but it's all bloody.
Oh.
It was a wound for God knows how long.
They wet the puppies and
Yes.
then they electrocuted them.
This is one of the so many cases.
All the time people are like caging up 24 hours in small cages and beating up the dog. When they come back, they see the animals are, passing up, they poo and urinate and they
Oh, if they mess up the garden, they take it out on the dog.
Yeah.
Having a dog is a 10 to 15 year commitment. It's not a toy that you can discard after 6 months. It's not a toy that you can discard after the puppy has peed on your carpet.
An animal is a companion every day. That's all a dog wants to do is just hang out with you. He wants to be your best friend. He's ready to play with you whenever you're ready to play. He's ready to do anything. That's what animals are about.
It's part of your family.
It's a living
being. And the dog has no choice. The dog depends on you. Okay? You are its only hope.
When you get up in the morning and you don't want to be bothered with anybody, you don't want to be bothered with your mother, your father, your sisters, or your brothers. You don't want to deal with anybody. And when you're really young, they don't want to deal with you, but your animal will.
How society treats animals is a reflection of how evolved that society is.
And this is with evidence and research by the FBI in America that people who are cruel to animals are 5 times more prone to be violent in society.
There are 2 aspects to this. There's an education aspect and there's a regulation aspect.
Animal cruelty has become a red flag, and all governments use that as a sort of an indicator.
The society cannot even treat the animals in its midst with a certain degree of humanity. Can we really claim that society is humane at all?